$700 canola. We've been waiting for this moment for quite some time, and yesterday we got it. My name is Trent Klarenbach with Klarenbach Research. Today is April the 25th, 2025. So now we've got to $700. Now you might remember, this is going back months ago now, we were talking $698, 700 as a level of possible resistance, and it took some time to get there. It didn't go in a straight line, which would have been nice, but we did get there eventually. Now, I anticipate this to continue acting as a level of resistance, and I'll show you why right here. When I draw the Fibonacci retracement from this high back here in May 2022 down to September 24 low, then we have a 23.6% retracement, which, lines up with the 700 level. Why does it line up with a 700 round number? I mean, the Fibonacci level, I can't explain these things, but the world and the chart work in mysterious ways. Also important here, this purple line here you can see connecting this from the top of May 22. So it's the anchored volume weighted average price. That's the average price paid per share, per canola contract since that point of time. So when you've been underwater, when the average canola contract's been underwater for close to 3 years now, what do you think is going to happen when they get back to that break-even point where they're likely to start selling and reducing or exiting their position entirely? So that's basically what we can expect to continue to happen here in the near term. So we're finding some resistance from the 700 level, the round number. We expect it because it's a round number. We anticipate it because it's the Fibonacci retracement level. And we expect it because it's the anchored volume weighted average price. So what happens next? Well, there's a lot of volume to work through here. This has been an anchored volume weighted average price for quite some time. There's some supply right here at the 700 level also. So I don't anticipate the price to go straight up from here. Let's look at the daily chart. I'll zoom out here a little bit. And you know what often happens here is we come back down, probably test this 690 level, but I also anticipate we'll come back down, test this trend line here, back here around that 680 level. If that happens, that could pose to be another entry level for those who you want to replace their physical sold canola positions. Now you took some profits here. Hopefully you got in above 680, as that we presented that idea a couple days ago, and took a nice little $20 profit. That'd be nice. Hopefully that worked out for you. Where do we go from here? Well, I don't think this will go up in a straight line. I do think this will take some effort to get through 700. So I would really, this could be a good level to take some profits, make some sales, and then re-enter above 700 with futures. So what do I think could happen here? I'm going to use a Fibonacci tool here, and I got another level of interest above here. Well, we do have some, maybe at 720 level. There's some sort of resistance back in here around 720, but I have 733 to 743 as my next level of interest. So, if we can get sustained above 700, I would like to see a daily close above 700, ideally a weekly, and then I would look maybe find some more resistance around that 633 level. Maybe that lines up nicely with that 720, 725. And again, it's kind of a round number, 725, so that could act as resistance. So keep an eye on that. I don't think we're going to break above 700 tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's Saturday, in the near term. Might even take a couple weeks before that can happen. So anticipate 700 to act as some resistance. Could be an opportunity for some sales and take some profits. Let's look at Saskatchewan. This is our member area of our website. So if you're new to the site, to log in to the member area and you're a premium subscriber, you go up to the top right hand corner and it says log in, and that's where you want to look at. That's where you go through that process, click on the button, enter in your username and password, and you'll get access to this member area. Our sentiment ratings right now are neutral. I could probably update here. Saskatchewan being bullish, probably should. It's not updated. But we're neutral on the futures until we get above 700. You can see here that our Klarenbach price index for the year is 1507. That's or sorry, that's the current price to my index. The average price for the year is just under $13 a bushel. So right now we're trading $2 a bushel above the average price for the year. So if you've managed to been able to hang on to your sales and, and delayed making sales for a variety of reasons, then, you're making, the price today is $2 a bushel more than the average price for the year. So we haven't had any cash sale sell signals yet. We've shared some ideas of where selling at resistance are some good levels, but we haven't published any official sell signals yet. This is a Saskatchewan price, and this is, you can see why I should be updating my sentiment ratings. We're making new highs here in Saskatchewan, and that chart here, diagonal trend lines aren't the most reliable, not as reliable as horizontal, but when they're broken, you expect a retest. I would say we got 2 retests of that trend line. We got 1 for sure, and that's what we anticipate. And now we're back in this previous level of support. So maybe we'll churn sideways here for a bit till the futures get above 700 before we can move higher. But the price is moving in the right direction. And again, we'll just some more weekly chart. This is a linear chart, so you can see more even integrals, equal integrals on the y-axis. So, I think that $18 a bushel is certainly looks like it's in the cards. We talked about that a few months ago as a kind of a possibility and shared that idea, and it looks like it's going to come to fruition. My name is Trent Klarenbach, sunny in Saskatoon. Life's good.